Hello everyone. Yeah. For today, I wanna simply explain you how to use two different types of articles in English. Yeah, as you know, we have two types of them. It is indefinite and definite. They are a or an and the. And so in that video, I will show you different situations when we use all of them. So yeah, let's start. And so, firstly, we will speak about article a or an. It is an indefinite article, so we use them when we just speak about uh, item or noun in general, for example, or even when we don't know what we speak about, when we firstly introduce it into our speech or something like that. So yeah, here I will show you 4 different cases when we use it. Here you can see the list. Yeah, and the first situation is when we speak about any noun in general. For example, I want to buy an apple. So we have a lot of apples. They are all apples on the earth, but we just want to buy any one of them to eat it. So yeah, I just want to buy an apple. And the next situation is when we speak about just random person. He want to find a Mr. Simpson. We don't know which Mr. Simpson he want to find, so we use article a. So the next situation is when we speak about unknown person. The third one is when we speak about frequent actions, which usually repeats. For example, I go to gym twice a week. So frequent action. And the last one is when we speak when we use such words as to be or have. For example, I want to have a dog. I want to have a dog. Or he is a doctor. He is a doctor. So he, our verb to be, and a doctor. Yeah. So the next part of our video is definite articles there. We use definite articles there in different cases, and also when I will describe you them, I will show you some typical mistakes which most of us made. And the first situation when we use articles there is when we speak about specific item which was mentioned before. For example, I have bought a dress and a shirt. The dress is blue, the shirt is green. So yeah, we firstly mentioned about that we bought just any dress and any shirt, and then we told that it is particular blue one and green one. Yeah. The next situation is when we speak about unique items, or unique items or unique nouns. For example, the sun, the moon, and so on. But here is important to say that when we want to take a sun bus, we use sun without the. For example, I want to go to a beach to lie on sun. So we don't want to lie on our star. We just want to lie on the sun rays. The next situation when we use articles there is when we speak about the names of musical instruments and dances. For example, the tango, the drums, and so on. Yeah. The next one is when we speak about names of islands, shops, not singular islands. When we speak about group of islands, when we speak about group of mountains, when we speak about name of shops, cinemas, when we speak about countries which include which are plural or which includes such words as United States and so on. Here I will show you the whole list of such whole list of them. But with in most of cases we don't use articles there with countries. Yeah, it's important to understand. When we speak about family names, second names, for example, the Simpsons. So yeah. The next one is when we speak about adjectives in superlative form. For example, the biggest, the best, the worst, and so on. The next one is when we speak about titles. For example, the king, the queen, the president, and so on. And with such words as morning, afternoon, and evening. But we don't use articles there with night. We will say at night. So we say in the morning, in the afternoon, but at night. Yeah, important to understand. And last cases when we use them is with such words as the, with last, only, first. When we use them as adjectives, for example, the last person left the room was my was my daughter. So the last person which left the room was my daughter. Yeah. The next one is another one when we speak about some historical events, for example, the Crimean War, the Ukrainian War, and so on. And also when we speak about names of cinemas, shops, theaters, and other cultural objects. I'll show you different cases when we don't use articles there. First one is when we speak about name of towns. We don't say the Paris, for example. We say Paris. I want to visit Paris. The next one is when we speak about some sport activities or other activities. For example, we don't say I want to play the football. We say I want to play football. So without the. The next one is when we say about singular islands. We don't say I want to visit the Bali. We want to visit Bali. Everyone want to visit Bali. Yeah, it's just difficult for most of us. The next one, when we don't use articles there, is when we speak with possessive adjectives such as my, yours, and so on. So we don't say this is my car. We say this is my car, because particularly this car is mine. Okay. The next one when we don't use articles there is when we speak about names which consist of two words, and the first one is the name whom after it was named. So yeah.